Hello, so nice to meet you at this daily motivational meeting, reading powerful quotes from world scriptures, the quotes that will empower you with positive vibe for the day. So powerful messages that helping billions of people and will help you too. We are reading the book from the beginning. Please find all the videos on our channel, Message to Billions. And nowadays we are reading about how to avoid mistakes, great mistakes that could deteriorate your life. So please be aware of it, what to not have in life, how to do wise, smart steps for the success and prosperity. Today's chapter is the futility of human life. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What does man gain by all the toil at which the toils under the sun? Another quote, a parable of those who reject their Lord, their works are as ashes on which the wind blows furiously and a stormy day. No power have they over of that they have earned. That is straying far, far from the goal. Men think much of their own advancement and of many other worldly things, but there is no improvement in this decaying world, which is as a tempting dish, sweet coated, yet full of deadly gall within. It is intangible as a mist. Try to lay hold of it, and it proves to be nothing. Not by a shower of gold coins does contentment arise in essential pleasures. Desire never rests by enjoyment of lust. As fire surely increases, the more butter is offered to it. The benignant one is incompetent to assure suffering, because he is attached to desires and its lectures. Oppressed by physical and mental pain, he keeps rotating in a whirlpool of agony. I say so. Intoxicated by the wine of illusion, like one intoxicated by wine, rushing about like one possessed on an evil spirit, bitten by the world, like one bitten by a great serpent, darkened by passion, like the night illusory, like magic falls, like dream pitiless, like the inside of a banana tree, changing its dress in a moment, like an actor, fair in appearance, like a painted wall. Thus they call him. I, the preacher, have been king over Israel and Jerusalem, and I applied my mind to seek and to search out by wisdom all that is done under heaven. It is an unhappy business that God has given to the sons of men to be busy with. I have seen everything that is done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity, and I striving after wind. What is crooked cannot be made straight, and what is lacking cannot be numbered. I say to myself, I have acquired great wisdom, surpassing all who were over Jerusalem before me. And my mind has had the great experience of wisdom and knowledge. And I applied my mind to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also is but at striving after wind. For in much wisdom it much vexation, and he who increased knowledge increased sorrow. I said to myself, come now, I will make a test of pleasure, enjoy yourself. Whatever my eye desire, I did not keep from them. I keep my heart from no pleasure, for my heart found pleasure in all my toil. And this was my reward for all my toil. When I considered all that my hand had done, and the toil I had spent in doing it, and behold, all was vanity and a striving after wind. So I turned about and gave my heart up to despair over all the toil of my labors under the sun, because sometimes a man who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave all to be enjoyed by a man who did not toil for it. This also is vanity and a great evil. What has a man from all the toil and the strain with which he toiled beneath the sun? For all these days are full of pain, and and his work is a vexation. Even in the night his mind does not rest. This also is vanity. How vast is God, the ruler of men below! How arrayed in terrors is God! With many things irregular in his ordination, heaven have built to the multiples of the people, but the nature is confessed it not to be dispensed upon. All the good at first, but few prove themselves to be so at the last. When men get together to pit their straight in games of skill, they start off in a light and friendly mood, but usually end up in a dark and angry one. And if they go on too long, they start resorting to various underhanded tricks. When men meet at some ceremony to drink, they start off in an orderly manner, but usually end up in disorder. And if they go on too long, they start indulging in various irregular amusement. It is the same with all things. What start out being sincere usually ends up being deceitful. What was simple in the beginning acquire monstrous proportion in the end. Further, let's read the powerful quotes from the second coming Messiah, Father Samuel Moon. People think, let us seek our pleasure during this life of less than 100 years. We have only one chance or adolescence. So let's eat as we wish, play as we wish, and do as we wish while we are young. Most people who live in this earth think this way. However, even if they do everything their physical body desire, eventually all will come to naught. In a matter of a few years, they will be bored with it all, and their life will have been in vain. Religions have made the strenuous effort to deny life in this world and their quest for the life eternal. They have despised and the pleasure of the body for the sake of spiritual bliss. Yet, however hard they may try, people cannot cut themselves off from the reality of this world or annihilate the desire for physical pleasure, which follow them like a shadow and cannot be shaken off. This world and its desires tenaciously grab hold of religious people, driving them into the depth of agony. Such is the contradiction which plague their devotional lives. Even many enlightened spiritual leaders, still torn by this contradiction, have met a sad end. Suppose a man devotes his life to earning money and become a millionaire. It requires strenuous effort. He must labor through his 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s to become a millionaire in his 60s. However, at the age of 60, the day of his death is not distant. Having worked hard to earn money all his life, the age is retirement draws near. When he looks at all the money he has accumulated, does he feel hope or despair? As he thinks about the past, he might feel heaviness in his spirit as he revere all the efforts he made at earning money. He might feel an emptiness in his heart when it draws on him that he lives his whole life for money. Wouldn't he feel extremely miserable? Suppose a man goes to a university and earns a PhD, he might think it is a great accomplishment to obtain the degree he studies day and night without eating, playing, or taking rest. Maybe he even becomes a world famous Nobel laureate. However, if we look closely at his life, we find many miserable things. Although he has the knowledge of a Nobel laureate, it is all with a small field of specialization. His research in his field is like digging a small cave in the wide world. Saying with the limbs of his specialization, he realized that compared with the whole world, he is extremely small. Even though he boasts that he knows something, it is an extremely small thing. Does knowledge give human beings happiness and peace? No. Knowledge is such that we realize that the more we study, the more we do, not more. Suppose he becomes a famous professor at the university. Every day he holds a chalk and writes on the blackboard. He writes books and takes on various academic responsibilities, yet while he inhaled chalk powder and became a leading voice in his field, he has no idea what kind of influence he has in the world. He does not know what will happen to the world in the future, lacking the mind to comprehend God's will. He does not think about what perspective he should take and view the world. In fact, he is more ignorant than ordinary ignorant people because he is to catch up in his own study. Even with all his knowledge, he spends his entire life as a mere bookworm. He lacks the self-confidence to assert his own ideas. Mostly he just represents and compares the ideas of others in his field. His life commitment consists of little more. Hence, even if he becomes a famous professor, what is the point? Life is too precious to invest it all for something like that. Another man covets power. He dreams of becoming a big shot like the President of the United States. Yet, even if he attained that power, does it last forever? The President of the United States holds power for only 4 years. Compared with the expanse of history, it is like the blink of an eye. Though he enjoys his power, eating the finest food, drinking the finest wine, dancing once the power is gone, he is nothing. He no longer matters to anyone. People with ordinary aspiration are better off than he. Yes, so powerful quotes for today to think about our life and what we are doing every day, every second. If you have difficulties today, please watch one more time this video. Share this video as we are in this Billion Happy Life Subscribers Marathon. Contact me for consultation, cooperation, and become a member of Heavenly Parents Holy Community globally. Wish you a great, blessed day. Stay happy, healthy, and see you tomorrow with new powerful quotes. All the best. Bye-bye.